Hello, my name is Tommy Freeman, and I play the snare drum and attend Buncombe Middle School. Our next selection is Above and Beyond by James Swearingen. This piece is composed as a triumphant fanfare dedicated to a teacher for her 30 years of service and devotion to the teaching profession.
I play the trumpet and I attend North Buncombe Middle School. The Pit and the Pendulum was composed by Mike Story and is based on the Edgar Allan Poe short story. It tells a tale of an unnamed narrator who was captured during the French Revolution and is sentenced to death. After his sentencing, he wakes up over a pit strapped to a board and a pendulum with a large blade moving towards him. As he struggles to free himself, he is saved at the last moment by one of his fellow soldiers.
piece, I would like to say a couple words. I told him, I said, you know, if I start talking a long time, just like move me off the stage. As my dad would say, I jaw too long. I'd like to say thank you to a few people. First off, I'd like to say thank you to the Buncombe County band directors and Mr. Robert Waller for giving me this opportunity to work with their students, because they are great. The education that's going on in the instrumental world in Buncombe County is awesome, and I feel like I'm coming home a little bit, because I graduated from Western Carolina University and actually student taught with Mr. Roger Caldwell, Classic Cambridge, way old, a few years ago in middle school and high school. So I'm really fortunate to have this opportunity. And so when Mr. Waller called me over the summer, I jumped at it, made sure I was going to be able to do this. Because in some aspect, I feel like these are kind of some of my band kids too. Because of some of the band directors around here, so it's great to actually come home to Buncombe County, my second home. Secondly, I would like to thank these students sitting in front of me. I have never, ever worked with a more flexible group than this group of kids. Yesterday, I mean, they were disappointed we had to cut it short. This group of kids worked this whole entire time we had. I've never had this short of time trying to put a concert together with this range of music, and these kids stepped up to the plate. They worked as hard. The first 30 minutes that we started rehearsal last night, that they did the last 30 minutes of the day. So please give them a round of applause. I said, my wife tells me I need to come with a warning label. So they've actually been very kind and like laughed at my jokes and paid attention and what we're going to do in the stupid band. But they've been very, very nice and considerate too. Several of them thanked me for coming. I mean, that is a testament to you as parents as well for raising such fine young individuals as this in the middle school level. I'd also like to thank you as parents for you making this important to these kids. They have busy lives. With practice here and lessons there, and got to go do this and go here with friends. I have 3 kids of my own. I understand. Thank you for making this important to them, because instrumental music teaches them a lot more than they will ever learn filling in some little bubble on a test. It teaches them how this group, first off, it teaches them to be flexible because of all the stuff they've had to do. Second, collaboration. I mean, this group has never played together as a band. And never will after tonight. And how well they perform. Okay, that speaks to them. Okay. Third, the discipline it takes to sit here an entire school day in a chair with some grumpy old man that won't let them go to the bathroom. When they ask them to go back, no! Because, they want to do that because they know what the end product is. That is something that cannot be taught on a little piece of paper with a little bubble. That is something that is instilled in these kids, not only at school, but also at home. So thank you for making music education important as an educator. Thank you, and also these students, because these are skills these kids are going to need. Our world is kind of a mess, and these are going to be the kids that are going to fix it on this day. And so thank you very much. And I'll put y'all down there. Our last piece.
This piece musically describes one of our most unfortunate events in our state's history. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you for staying. This is the high school section of the concert. Dr. Les Hicken from Furman University is the conductor. You can read more about him in your program. Thank you again for coming tonight. Your presence here will be remembered when your kids are your age. They'll remember that you showed up. So thank you again for your support.
Thank you all very much. It's been an interesting couple of days here with the weather. The students have been just terrific in their adaptability. They've worked very hard, and I'm very pleased. Obviously, you can hear how good they play. All right? The first piece we played for you was Pathfinder of Panama by John Philip Sousa. He wrote this in honor of two things, the Panama Canal itself and President Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. Probably, he wrote this for the exhibition, Panama City exhibition in 1915. And as we can imagine, at that time, the Panama Canal was the greatest engineering feat known to man at that time. So he wrote that piece specifically for him. Our next selection is by an American composer, Francis Macbeth. This particular piece was written early in his career. We have a connection with Francis Macbeth at Furman. Back when I first started, back in he came to campus in 1996. He wrote a piece in honor of the person that I replaced, Mr. Dan Ellis. So he spent several days on our campus. We got to know each other and became very good friends. I'm a big fan of his work. The interesting thing that you'll find with this is that he writes really well for all the different choirs, the woodwinds, the brass, and percussion. And I found the most interesting thing about him as a composer was that he was a nighttime composer. My friend who I'm going to play the next piece, Jay Bocook, is a morning composer. Macbeth's pattern was he would not start composing until late at night. Therefore, his music is very dark and very rich and luscious, and you'll hear this in this piece. This is Mask by Francis Macbeth. If we had the amount of time we wanted to rehearse, we would play another piece for you tonight. So this is our last piece. Before we play this, I've got some thank yous. First, I want to thank Mr. Robert Waller, who's the fine arts coordinator here at Buncombe County, for the kind invitation to do the clinic this week. I had a great time, so I want to thank him. I also want to thank Mr. Andrew Shelton, who's the director of bands here at North Buncombe High School, for hosting this great event and making everything run smoothly. I want to thank all the directors, the middle school directors and the high school directors. You guys are doing a fabulous job. You should be really proud of these students, and folks, you are very lucky to have these teachers. Let's give those teachers a hand. Talking at dinner tonight, and I thought, when you think about North Carolina, there's different little hotbeds of really fine band programs, and Asheville is certainly one of those hotbeds of really fine band programs. You should be really proud of what you have here. Please don't take it for granted. You live in North Carolina. I'm a North Carolina person. North Carolina, the teachers are not being treated very well right now. It's a rough time for them. Funding is hard. We're still doing great work. So the parents, if you like what's going on, if you think your kids are getting something that's more good, you're going to have to tell your administrators that they need this. The music is extremely important. I want to thank the parents. Thank you all. I know what a commitment it is to be a parent of a child who's in music. You got to run lessons, rehearsals, marching band, games, competitions. You're back and forth all the time. It's a family commitment when your child is studying music, and I understand that. And I certainly appreciate it. So thank you to the parents for doing such a great job of supporting these kids. And would you please, one time, these students worked so hard the last couple of days. I want to publicly thank you for your hard work. For our last piece, we're going to play a piece by Jay Bocook. Jay Bocook I'm very fortunate at Furman to be surrounded by wonderful colleagues. Jay Bocook is a internationally and nationally known composer and arranger for bands, marching bands, concert bands, all kinds and all styles. We're lucky enough to have him as our director of athletic bands. And this piece he wrote is one of the ones that is not is a little bit more obscure, but I really like doing this for the clinic because I know the students probably haven't played this piece. But it's got all the Jay Bocook stuff that we love to hear. This piece is called Ascensions. It was written for the high school band in Virginia that was celebrating their 20th anniversary of their existence. hence you get the word ascensions. The funny story about this was that Mr. Bocook was having a hard time knowing what to do with this piece. He didn't have any really good ideas coming out, so he goes up to this place to work with their marching band. He gets picked up by a band parent who drives him from the airport to the high school. The band parent asks him about the piece. He said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this piece. I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't have any great ideas. And the band parent says, well, you got to start with one note. The piece starts with one note and it's built from there. This is Ascensions by Jay Bocook. Thank you.